it going, Wilbert? How's everyone doing? Solo practice session today, so I haven't got a match. Got cancelled last minute. But I'll be live for a couple of hours. Got to practice for a tournament on the weekend. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Live on both ends of the table. TikTok one end, YouTube the other. Music on the TikTok side, no music on the YouTube side. Very BT. Yeah. I've got a feeling Haaland's going to show up against Villa, especially when I haven't put him in my wildcard team. I'm going to live to regret it. I think he's going to score at least 2 today. It is today, isn't it? How you doing, Bambi? All good? Yeah. We'll see, mate. Hopefully. Good, thanks, Maximus. How are you? Wow, start that again. Nice. Nice. 9 holes as in golf, or I'm assuming it is. Yeah, I went out the other day actually, on Friday, freezing cold. First time I've swung a club in 2024. I was due to play 18, but we played 9 because it was so fucking cold. It was like winter, and I bogeyed every hole, so I was happy with that. Nice, mate. Can't wait to get out there. It's happening. Sky Sports debut, mate. I wish. Be on TV one day. Is there music playing up there? Is that speaker on? Very loud at all. Again, welcome to the live stream, guys. Yeah. Right, let's get into the main bit of the practice. So I'm going to start trying to clear the table from the break. I'll keep score of how many clearances I get. Obviously trying to clear one colour and the black each time. If I miss, I start again. Where can you get my table? Good question. The link to it is in my bio. UK delivery only though, just so you know. Alright, let's go. So again, trying to clear the table from the break, keeping count of how many clearances I make. The blue number is if I clear up from the break, even if the ball doesn't go down on the break. And the nice one, man. Share it with me badly. Tag me in a video or something. All right, write in the chat. What colour would you go for here? If you're at the table, what would you go for? Reds or yellows? And then I'll tell you what I would do. It's a pretty good opening break. Again, I'm not going to go with necessarily what you say, but just what you would go for if you were at the table. It's an argument for both, really. See, everyone's saying reds. Yeah, I can see it. I much prefer, basically, you've got two situations here. You've got reds where there's longer distance between each of the reds. So you're going to be relying on either long shots or moving the cue ball closer to the red. So a lot of travel with the cue ball. Or with yellows, they're all kind of bunched together in the middle of the table apart from this one. So it's all about tight cue ball control. I always prefer clearances which require kind of tight cue ball control versus traveling the white over long distances. So I would probably go yellows here. The one yellow on the table is this one just because it doesn't go in the corner. But you could play, say, this one first. In fact, I'm going to go yellows. I'm going to tell you the exact order I'll go. So this one first to here. Grab another cue ball to do this. One sec. I know literally every single person has said reds, but I'm going against the grain. Alright, so yellow there to here. That yellow goes in the corner to leave me there. And you can see the cue ball isn't travelling much. Play this one, and then I can try and get on my bad ball from there. This is my bad ball. So I'll probably go this one next. I'll then try and come through the gap. It's the only bit of travel that I'll have really. This one, this one, this one, black. If the cue ball stays on the line, each time, then should be all good. I might travel that too far. Just a little bit. Yeah, just tried to force that. I should have changed the pattern. I didn't have the angle. Basically, I was coming up here with that next shot and I should have changed the pattern, but I was trying to stick with what I'd said I would do originally. Try and land there, through the gap. That's really frustrating because that was an easy finish. Everything else pretty much the same. It's all because I overran that first shot. I overran it by maybe half an inch, and that's why I didn't have the angle to hold for that. Anyway, we'll go again. So that is the first miss of the day. Got the rest of the balls, just not that, the one that actually matters. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Again, live on both ends of the table today. TikTok one end, YouTube the other. If you've got any questions, yeah, feel free to ask. Alright, so that is 0-1. What time they run flyers on Thursday at IPA? I've got a feeling it's like 8:30 PM, roughly. 8 PM, 8:30, something like that. Goes quite late. Alright, again, write the colour you would go for in the chat. I think there's really only one, but they're both difficult, but I think there's only one you can go for here. Write down what you would go for, reds or yellows. Oh yeah, they're both really bad. Alright, so again, don't just look at the easy shots. Look at the difficult shots. So this red is difficult because it doesn't go in that corner, so that's one problem. This is difficult to land on, that's two problems. They're the two worst reds on the table, that's 3 and 4. And you could go for this first and play to maybe land on this, but then you're left with the 4 bad balls. So I think for that reason you've got to go yellows. We look at the bad balls on yellows. This one isn't great as long as this one is on the table, so I'm going to have to pop that early to make space for that to go down there. This one isn't great because it only goes into a tight middle pocket, doesn't go in the corner. This one's not terrible, but it's not great. These two are fine. So I think what you've got to do is play this one first to clear the pocket for this one, come across to here and leave straight on this one to the middle. From there, you can leave the cue ball roughly where the yellow is. I mean, ideally, you come back in a straight line to here, play that one, and leave the cue ball where the yellow is. Then you've got this one down the rail, over to here to leave this one, and then it's a case of landing on the bad ball, maybe as a double, or to the middle, this one last, black corner. It's like a 20% chance of doing it exactly as I've just said it, but where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, straight on that yellow is key. I actually want to try and get off and back out closer to that yellow. Means playing it really hard. Yeah, try it. Get straight, get straight, get straight. Not straight enough, so I can't hold for that one on the right. So I'm probably going to have to play these two backwards, basically, in reverse order from each other. Hang on, let me figure this out. Let me figure this out real quick. Either way, I think this is always going to be last ball. I want it to be straight. I want it to be here, but I'm too far over to the right or left if you're looking up there. I could do two things with this, three things really. I could screw back to play this one, but I don't really want to. I could run through to here and try and get on this one or this one. And from there, it's just figuring out an order between the last ones. So I think I'm going to try and land on this one next. And now I can cut this in the middle. If I don't like the look of it when I go round, try and cut it in, I can change, but I can cut it in the middle, bring the white to roughly where it is now, play this one to around here, and then play that one to here, and play this one last, then the black. That's if I like the look of this shot, which I don't really like. I mean, I've got to go for it, but it's very missable. Okay, so I've got the angle on this one. Need to bounce off and land here, ideally. So need to get up table. Don't really want to be leaving a double on this one. Don't go behind the red. Oh, get lucky. Wow. Very lucky. Bottom right hand side, I should be able to come this side of the black and leave myself closer to this yellow. Don't need to, but I kind of want to be a little bit closer to it. Yeah, let's try and get closer to it. Key is to not go behind the black. Start. Ugh. I mean, I'm lucky again to be on it, but I'm on it. Cool. Okay, got there in the end. So that is 1 and 1. 2 breaks, 1 clearance, 1 miss clearance. Cheers, Noah. Appreciate it, mate. Again, that's what I'm doing on today's live. It's just trying to clear the table from the break. Got a tournament this weekend, so I need to prepare for it. And that's what I tend to do in games, is try and clear up. As much as I should rein it in and not always go for the clearance, it's very difficult when that's your strength. So. Okay, let's go again. Oh, that red has come so far away from the front of the pack. Let's re-wrap that one. Is anyone else going to be in Blackpool this weekend? There you go, James, exactly that. I'll be at the Ultimate Pool Challenger event on Thursday, tomorrow. Okay, write down your colour. I think there's really only one you can go for here, but write down the colour you would go for. Do I play international rules? Not normally, but for the tournaments that I play in, yes. What colour would you go for, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. You've got a starting ball on both, so you could go for this red or this red, and then there's this yellow. But remember, don't look at the easy balls. Don't look at the easiest balls, look at the hardest balls. And once you figure out which one's the hardest balls, then pick the opposite. That's what I recommend people do. Oh, that's all right, Tazayas. To be honest, I'm just building the channel. I'm live on YouTube as well, so it's all good. I appreciate it though, mate. Thank you. So, if you look at the split on the balls, the reds are all good, apart from this red, which is the worst ball on the table. So this is worse than any of the yellows, and it's the reason why I'm going to go yellows, I think. You've got a good starting ball up top there, and then you can play the one at the top cushion second to try and get into a position to pop one of these 5. if I land in position like this, then it should be a finish on yellows. The only tricky thing is where this red and black are here, it means this yellow has to go in that corner, and that yellow is in the way of that. So I need to pop that yellow early. So whether I do that second maybe, third, so play this one, come to here, play this one and come over to here. I could potentially play that one third and get the problem out of the way. As long as I can get out from there into this space, should be a clearance on the other yellows. So that's what I'm going to try and do first 3 shots and then reassess, as long as I've got an angle on this last one. UP this weekend, mate. How about yourself? Yeah, I'm not on the IPA anymore. Okay, so again, the key with this shot, I want to address the problem ball early. I've got a bit too much of an angle. I want to be 1 inch that way, but I should be able to work with it. As long as I avoid this red and ideally this red and land here, I get rid of this problem ball next. That's the objective. So bottom right hand side on this. Okay, so I'm on the bad ball. Can I hold position or do I need to move the other side of those yellows? It's a real tricky one. If I'm 1 inch to this side, I would leave those yellows, the 2 yellows here for this corner. If I was 1 inch this side, I would leave these 2 yellows for this side, this corner. So just trying to figure out where to put them. I think I'm going to try and hold for this position and play them into that corner. Okay, so now we figure out which one's the last ball. And this yellow, how do I get into this position for this yellow, or this position, which I probably will be doing. So I think what I'm going to try and do is this one, top left-hand side, come over here, here, and land here. Then I can play this one, and I'll have a choice. I'll probably land here with topspin to leave this one, and then back to here for this. Or, say I'm here on a funny angle and I can't get through for this yellow, I could potentially play this one, and then maybe even worst case scenario, that one goes there and then screw back for the black. Something like that anyway. Okay, so straight on that yellow. I should be able to get topspin, avoid the black and land roughly there. And then I can finish with this one, and black. This is really the last shot that's missable because I'm on a cushion. I want it to be about 1 inch away from the cushion and I'm not. Okay, so just check where the white's going to be from this yellow. It's going to be here. So I just want to topspin through on this yellow slightly. Just leave me a bit straighter on this last yellow, and then all I've got to do is just play a little bit of backspin to land here. Black goes in the middle. Cool, got there in the end. Nice one, buddy. Good luck with it, man. I think, will you prefer it? It all depends on what your game is, really. All depends. So 10 racks, how many do you expect to get? I mean, I'm doing first to 10 now, and very rarely does the blue number beat the, yeah, see you on Friday, Harry. Very rarely does the blue number beat the red number. If I was to break, 15 times, I'd like to think I'd get at least 5 to 7, 5 to 8 clearances. On a good day, I'd maybe get 8 to 10 on a very good day. But yeah, I'd like to say at least 5. So right now I've had 3 and I've broken 3 times and I've cleared up twice. So appreciate the gifts, GK, thank you. Come on, something go down. Okay, so that's a dry break, but it's fine, we'll carry on. This one's definitely not going to be as easy, but I'm still going to try and get a clearance on it. So what are we, 1 and 2? If I was in a match, which again I will be on the weekend, really I should be training to play safe here, because I'm never going to go for a clearance here in a match, but just for the sake of this live, obviously I'm going to try and go for a clearance. I mean, you've got to go reds, I think. Basically, if I land good on this one, I can break that one out, knowing I'll leave this one. But this is terrible. This is just terrible. You'd never go for a clearance on this table, but in fact, do I go yellows for a laugh? Let's go yellows. Try and make this difficult shot. Try and make this difficult shot first. Yeah, the sooner I miss, the better. See if I can get anywhere near a finish on it. Absolute pig. Anyway, the sooner I missed in that one, the better. Really, I should have done like a safety clinic, because you would never go for a finish if that was the layout. Playing to free a problem ball. That's what I've been doing in a couple of these racks. That's what I've had to do. I've had to develop problem balls or land on problem balls. But I'll hopefully get a situation where the table is easy to clear apart from one ball, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to do. This is English 8 ball. It is 8 ball. So that is 2 and 2. Next time, show us how you play safe. It will kind of defeat the object of my channel being called Attacking 8 Ball, but I get what you're saying. I will. If I don't see any way of a clearance, or it's like less than 10% chance of a clearance, I'll show you what I would do in a game. So I'm definitely going for a clearance here. This is a great split. What would you guys do? Reds or yellows? Write your colour in the chat. Argument for both. You could go either, but write your colour you would go for in the chat. Again, don't just look at the easy first ball. Look at the bad balls. Admittedly, there's no bad ball on this table. Really, if I go reds, I should be making reds. If I go yellows, I should be making yellows. Okay, so I'm going to be going yellows here. The only reason why, I'm not a huge fan of rail shots, and if I land bad on that, it's missable. Whereas the yellows, they're not missable. They all connect. This one goes in here, and as long as I play bottom left-hand side to end up here, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, black in the corner. It's all about the first ball and the positioning from it, though. Nice one, that one. Alright, let's see if I can get reds. So there was nothing blocking the reds. Where was the cue ball? The cue ball was here. Let's see if I can get reds and figure out a pattern on reds as well. I think the yellows, I'll put the yellows back where they were, but they weren't really in the way. I think there was like 2 there. There was 1 here, 1 here, and like 1 here. So they weren't exactly in the way of anything, but the order for the reds, if I'd have gone reds, would have been Hang on. That wasn't in the way of that. That red went past that. See, I don't know an exact pattern for reds. It's just not as obvious for me. There is one, I'm sure, but part of me would want to just nudge this over the middle. Do that and just mess it all up. So that's why I didn't go reds. Yeah, I think the pattern on yellows was just so much more obvious there. You didn't have to travel the white. There wasn't a ball on the rail really. There was one, but it was much further away from the rail than that red. So. Well, were you all set for tomorrow? There we go, Dob. Good to see you, mate. All right, so that's 3 and 2. Let's get another break like that. Come on. Ooh, now then. Write down your colour in the chat. There is one obvious colour. What would you go for here, reds or yellows? Okay, the reason why you would not go yellows in this situation is because these two have to be developed. You can't put either of them without going into them from one of these. This could be seen as a first shot on yellows, but then this red is in the way of these two and they're in the way of this one. Like, if you can make the first shot on reds and leave the cue ball, say, in this area, you're pretty much guaranteed a finish. So make this first one in the middle. Yeah, this is a terrible situation for yellows. That's irritating. How'd you go through that gap as well? Oh, went through the gap. That's seriously annoying. Anyway, if I pop that, I don't go through the gap. So, no first shot on red. There was, and that was a makeable shot. As much as I missed it, that was a very makeable shot. Whereas yellows, it was a slightly easier first ball, but the rest of the balls were terrible in yellows. So, yeah, you wouldn't have got a chance to clear up. Whereas if you make that semi-difficult first shot on reds and land the cue ball in a place to clear the table, it's a fairly straightforward finish. How's it going, Matthew? Good to see you. All right, what we're doing? That is 3 and 3. So irritating. Should have had one there. Should be 4 and 2. All right, come on. All right, write the colour you were going in the chat, reds or yellows. Which one would you go for? This is a plant. Not that I'd go yellows, but yeah, you wouldn't go yellows here. A lot better spread on reds. They probably connect, just got to figure out where and how. But yeah, the yellows, the first shot is bad. Don't really have a first shot at all, in fact. So yeah, we're going reds. Oh no, it's ball in hand, isn't it? But even with ball in hand, you wouldn't go yellows. Right, so let's look at some of the problems. This red isn't great. It does go in that middle, but only if I move that red first. So I'm tempted to play a plant on that early. Do I play a plant on that straight away? It's awkward queuing. Yeah, no, it's an unnecessary risk, that. All right. Right, I'm going to attack that red early. So this is for me, this is the worst red on the table because it doesn't go in that middle unless you've played that first. I'm going to attack that early. Ideally, my patterns have been way off recently, so I want to take my time on this. This is the kind of stuff that I need to be able to get right in this tournament that I'm playing in. It does connect to that red, so I could go for it in this middle. Okay, A little bit unorthodox, this one. Oh my God, why am I... This is the definition of overthinking, and it's what I do not want to do. Okay, let's get rid of this problem ball first. First shot, straight into the corner. Okay, now I've got a choice here. I've left myself a choice purposefully. I don't know which order I take them, because you could go this one, this one, this one, that one, and then this one. But getting from that to the black is difficult because of these three yellows. So I think I get rid of this one first to here, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then screw back for the black. Just want to make sure the angle I'm going to have left on this second to last red is going to be nice to land on that. Okay, so I want to draw back, get the black into this corner. No, professionals play on snooker tables, mate. Getting funny. Okay, so managed to get that one. Overthought it big time, but did manage to get a finish, so happy with that. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay. Okay, so I think you've got to go reds here. Although this is a plant, I don't like those two. They're the worst two on the table. So I think you've got to go reds. This I don't love, but the question is, when do I play this ball? I think the answer is second. So we're going to get from there over to here, play that to there, play this to here, and leave myself at an angle like this on this red. And from there I can screw up table, probably go this one out for the black into the middle. But the key is to get from this first ball on this red. Don't mind if I'm straight on it. I'd like to have been straighter than that. Just got a bit of a bounce. Not the end of the world. Just need to make sure of the pot. Okay. So again, the key is the angle that I get on this red. Let's go round. That's the angle I want on that red. Okay, so again, this is the spot I'm trying to land. Okay, so I've overrun that, but it's not a problem. I've got this one, and then this one. The problem is if I leave a bad angle on this one to the middle, like dead straight would be good. I mean, that's as close as you can get to messing everything up, but it'll do. Cool. How about letting a viewer pick a pattern for you? Okay. Only if it's an easy split though. If it's an easy split, I'll let you guys write out a pattern, basically using numbers. Okay. What's that? 4, 5, 3. Okay. So it's not an obvious pattern, so I probably would lean towards not getting one of you guys to try and figure this out, because this is one that I'm going to struggle to figure out, and most people probably will. You can give it a go though. No, we'll save it. So you're definitely not going yellows. This is obviously the first shot for a lot of people, but yellow's terrible. Stranded yellow up that end, fixed yellow on the cushion this end that has to go in this pocket, 2 yellows that block each other from being potted, so the yellows are out of the question. The reds, the only bad red is this red. So there's only 1 bad red versus 1, 2, 3, 4 bad yellows. I think first you get rid of this red and then you land here to play this red. But that is a difficult shot to land on the next ball, that's the only issue. Okay. God, that's a really, really difficult red to land on. I might even be tempted to go for this one first. No, come on, let's make it. So I basically need to be leaving this, this red. Oh, you idiot. Okay. See if I can finish it. Could have done as well. Frustrating. Okay. Yeah, I mean that was a 60% transfer clearance on that. Yellows was 10. So always look at the percentages. Don't just look at the easy first ball. In fact, it probably wasn't even a 10% clearance. But 5-4. It's all about the table and how practicing your bank shots or doubles. That's all it is just practice, mate. Okay, which one's worse? Which one can you pot a ball from first? There's your answer to which one you go for here. So I can't pot a yellow There's no yellow I can go for. There's only one ball I can try and pot, and that's this red, which is super difficult, but it's the only ball I can even attempt to pot. So I wouldn't be surprised if I miss this. If I make it, there's a chance of a finish. This red goes, which is good. So if I make this, then the order goes 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, what do you do with this? Ideally you land here. 4, 5, black. But again, that all depends on this first shot. Yeah. See if I could have made it. The answer is no. Okay, 5 and 5. It's 5, 4, 5 and 5. Is it 5 and 4? No. I messed up on the one before this. Let's go again. Very quiet on YouTube today. Good to have you guys watching though. I appreciate you tuning in. Often it's what happens when I'm practicing on my own, but I'm going to be practicing anyway, so I might as well go live. Appreciate you guys tuning in though. Okay, so there's a finish on both. The black is in a terrible place for reds, and I don't love this red. The worst thing about reds though is where the black goes. Where are you potting the black? With yellows, that is a plant, but you have to land top side of it. Does that go in there? That's a big bonus if that goes in there. Right, that goes in there. That's probably making me want to go yellows here. So I think I run through slightly to leave this ball in the same corner. Wow. That is so bad. Wowzers. Okay, let's go again. 5 and 6. Alexa, skip. All right, I need to stop the rut. Stop the rut, sorry. I think I've got to go reds because I can't get on a yellow from the first ball. So the key with reds is landing on this ball. Where does that go in that corner? If it does, very handy. Yeah, so all the reds go. This red, does it go in this corner? It does. So there should be a pattern here that I can figure out, hopefully. Let's figure it out, right. Right, one sec, just figuring out the pattern. Okay. Ball 1, come back to here. 2 to here. 3, want to land here for this one. 4. 5, 6, 7, black. It's not a great shot. Hopefully be able to avoid this yellow. Okay, got there in the end. 6 and 6. No, that's all right, Todd. Appreciate you joining, mate. Like I said, there's not many of you on YouTube today, but it's all good. As long as I'm going live, that's all that matters. As long as I'm practicing, really. I could do this off camera today, and I really should, but I get bored practicing off camera now. Cheers, Deck. What age did you start taking pool seriously? Probably when I was about, really seriously, was when I was like 30. But I used to play pool from age like 5 to 12. Then picked up snooker from age 12 to 19, really played loads of snooker. Quit snooker when I realised I wasn't good enough to be a pro snooker player. And then picked up pool back when I was like 30 or so. All right, reds, you have to go reds because these two are tied up. Don't love these two, we're going reds. So the pattern on reds, again, a couple of ways you could do it. Ideally, you get rid of this ball early because it's not great. What, second? Okay, so I think I'm going to go Now this is not the right pattern at all. And no one else would do this pattern, but I'm just going to do it for a laugh, right? Because I can't bother to walk that side of the table. That's how lazy I am. This ball, come to here. Ideally here. Play this ball to the middle. This ball to the middle. Oh, does the black go? Let's have a look. If I can land on it there, I'll play it there, but if not, I'll play it into that corner. Really, it's all about this first shot. Now the question becomes, do I play this to there, where it's like 3/4 of a pocket? I think I do. Cool. I think that's 2 in a row where I've got it perfectly with what I've said. I think that's 2. Back to back. Cheers, Terry. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate the likes, follows, shares on both platforms, subs on YouTube and whatnot. Because the objective is to break, clear up from the break. So if I miss, then kind of defeats the point really of the goal. So I go in. Just give me a red. Give me a yellow. Give me either. I don't even think I've got a yellow here. I don't have a ball to go for. I can play that ball onto that, but it's so difficult. I haven't got another choice, so. I'm going to go for this one, try and put it in that that corner. Okay. So now, should be able to figure out the pattern from here. I think I go 1 to there, 2 to there, 3 to there, 4 to there, 5, 6. Too hard. This is trouble now. Oh my word, how'd you miss that? That was not what I thought I would do. Ugh. So irritating. Anyway, let's go again. 7 and 6. Actually, it's 7-all. Is there music playing? Alexa, next song. How often do I recloth? Every 9 months. Really, ideally it'd be 6, but yeah, we go 9 months pretty much. Alright, so both are bad. Which one's worse? So I think I play this one first, this one second, land here to play this one, and that's when I'm going to try and go into that red and move that for that yellow. So let's play 2 shots, 3 shots, and then go from there. Just want to see the angle on this red, yellow. So a good angle would be there. Okay, so I'm just trying to go into the red. I don't need to whack it, just need to nudge it. Or the yellow. No, I would have preferred to have hit the red there. That's not good. It's not good at all. Dead straight on this yellow now. What do I do? I'm going to try and play it off this red because that allows me to create an angle to play off with bottom right to get in behind this yellow. No, didn't get away enough. But I can do it from here, so I just screw straight back on this line through the gap and land straight on the yellow, hopefully. Go, 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 go. I wanted it to be here, because I can't get back for that last yellow now. I had a feeling that yellow would come back to bite me. Alright, where's any pocket? Give me a pocket that yellow can go into. I mean, if I can land in this space, it's got a chance, but it has to go in that corner, which is freaking difficult. That's where I've got to land it, right there. Not far enough, is it? No. So now it's just a hit and hope, I think. Answers on a postcard with this one. I mean, I've got to come off the cushion and try and pot it. Try and pot it in that corner. I hit it. See if I can get a counter clearance on reds. These are the types of situation that dreams are made of. This is every situation any kind of pool player who plays at a semi-decent level wants to see. One ball against 7. Link to the table is in my bio. It's alright, it's in anyway. I meant the white. Okay. So that's 7 and 8. Right, let's get one here. Come on. Need a clearance. I appreciate the shares on TikTok, the likes and subs on YouTube. If you want to watch this from the opposite end of the table, then check out my YouTube channel or TikTok channel, whichever one you're not watching from. And it'll have it from the opposite end. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know if I'll put the brake pad. Ugh. Right, I think we go yellows. Try and break that yellow out using this yellow. Overthinking again. Overthinking. It's 10th time today. Alright, let's go again, 7-9. Okay, I think we're going yellows. It's a case of having to play a bad yellow or a difficult yellow first. If you make that, then should be a clearance. I haven't got a red, so I've got to go yellow. Rolling out. Okay, that's that, 7-10. So, how's it going, mate? You alright? What do I do now? If you guys got any challenges you want me to try, I probably won't be here for much longer, maybe 10 minutes or so. I might come back live later on tonight, but I need to get some food. Yeah, anything you want to see in particular? Otherwise, I'll just finish up with a full table clearance. Okay. All right, let's go for a full table clearance. One colour, then the other, then the black. Go yellows first, I think. Oh dear. Not in my day today. Nearly. Okay, so that's me done, guys. I'm going to shoot off. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's give this 2 more tries. Can't get it today at all. The last one. Got it. Okay. So that's me done, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Guys on YouTube, cheers for hanging out. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'll be live next time from the Ultimate Pool Challenge Series over the weekends in Blackpool. So be sure to tune in for that.